Hey, what's up everybody, it's Coach Josh. Just want to say thank you to everyone who's been watching my videos. I greatly appreciate your support. These are the new Coach Josh Q&A videos. Basically the whole concept of these videos is to answer the unanswered questions. And today's topic or today's title of the video is called Conquered or Pursued. I got 3 or 4 questions, actually 3 questions for sure, on the topic of pursuing. How do you know if a guy's playing games or girls playing games? So I say, you know what, let me come up with a video where I talk about the difference between being conquered or pursued. So let's get right into it. We as men have been designed, created to pursue. That's what God has put inside of us. That's why many of us guys really don't like forward women, because it is our job to pursue. And with that God innate ability that has been engraved within us, we have been designed to pursue. And with that pursuit, due to the fall of man and due to a sinful nature, that pursuit can be perverted. Meaning that whatever that individual is pursuing, or his pursuit of a young lady, can be perverted. That's why women have to be very careful that they're not being pursued just to be conquered. The difference is that when a man is pursuing you to pursue you, they're actually pursuing you, which means that you are the reason why they're pursuing. But when they're pursuing you to conquer you, they're actually pursuing what you have to offer. They're pursuing something that you have. And the moment that they actually get that, the pursuit is over. That's why you have to get into a place where you let time reveal everything, that you actually observe to make sure that this young man is not pursuing you to conquer you. Because whatever the motive or the intention of the pursuer will dictate how long he pursues. If the motive or the intention of his pursuit is just for the draws, or just for the sex, or just for the trophy wife, or just for whatever it is, then once he gets that, the pursuit is over. He has conquered you. He has gotten you to a place where he has gotten where he wants to get out of your life. But if the motive or the intention of the pursuer is for you, that they're really interested in you, then that pursuit will never end. Because a woman's lives go through changes. You eventually going to become a mother. You're eventually going to become a grandmother. You're eventually going to change through life. New pursuits, new loves, new discoveries in your life. And you want a man that's going to pursue you through those changes. Not saying that he's following you, chasing you, but the thing is, he is so enamored by you. He is so intrigued or in love with you that the pursuit or the hunt of finding the new you, or to find out what you love, or to find out how your day was, to find out how what you're thinking, all those different things, the pursuit is still alive. But if a man only wants to be around you because of the sex, because of what you have to offer, he will stay in that pursuit or that hunt as long as you're giving him what he's trying to conquer you for. So I have 4 things. 4 things that will let you know, or to give you a heads up on determining whether or not you're being conquered or pursued, or if you're in a relationship where you've only been pursued just to get conquered due to what you have to offer. Number 1 is inconsistent due to frustration. The way you can find out if a guy or girl, well, I'll talk about the girls later, but the way you find out if a guy is just pursuing you to conquer you is if they become inconsistent, if they become unstable, when they become frustrated due to you not giving them what they want from you. A true woman, or a woman of God, or a woman or a lady will make sure that she let time reveals the character of the man. That's why friendship is important. If there's no friendship in a relationship, that relationship will not last. The friendship is the foundation. If you give yourself time to get to know the individual, you'll begin to see the weeds pop up. You'll begin to see the true character of him. But if you jump into a relationship too soon and you become blind, you'll become blind to the inconsistencies. You'll be blind to why he's frustrated. See, if a man has ill motives, or his motives towards you is just for the sex, or is just for whatever, then he'll become inconsistent. His game has to change because he's not getting what he wants to get from you. But if a man becomes stable and he's consistent and he's truly intrigued or enamored by you, then no matter what you don't do or what you delay towards the right time as far as marriage or whatever, he will stay consistent. But if he's trying to conquer you, or is he trying to get something out of you, then it will show due to his inconsistent nature, due to frustration. Number 2 is when he tries to cross your boundaries. What is so sad today is that a lot of women and a lot of men really don't have boundaries. They don't have no standards. They don't have no morals to guard their hearts. They wear their hearts on their sleeve. Any man that comes into in their life, any woman that comes into his life, all of a sudden his heart is so easily to reach after, that he falls suddenly or she falls suddenly. But what we have to understand is that if we do not have these boundaries, we do not have no standards, we do not have no values, then we'll constantly be conquered by people, constantly used by people, constantly placed in people's back pockets. We're not supposed to just give ourselves so easily. If a person truly wants you, lady, if a young man really wants you, he will pursue you all the way through. But if you have those boundaries up and he tries to cross them, or he's trying to cross your boundaries, then he's a person that's trying to conquer you. But what's so sad is that ladies really don't verbalize or communicate their boundaries. Or they communicate their boundaries but do not back up what their boundaries are. They'll say, oh, I'm waiting till marriage, but they give it up the next night. You have to be a person that says, you know what? These are my boundaries. These are what I stand for. Here are my standards. Here are my values. Here is my morals. And if you try to cross these and I see that you're trying to conquer me, you have to verbalize and communicate your boundaries. If you don't, he'll cross them because there has not been no line placed or no walls built to protect whatever it is you're trying to protect. So you'll know if a guy's trying to conquer you if he tries to cross your boundaries. That's the red flag. Number 3, doesn't really know you. There's a lot of men who just pursue. They'll know what they need to know to get to your pants. They'll know what they need to know to get what they want from you. But really test them to see, do they really know you? Are they really taking the time to get to know who you are? Your favorite color, your favorite place, your ambitions, what makes you drive, what makes you go, your relationship with God. If he don't take the time to get to know you for who you are, then it shows that he is only trying to conquer you. Because whatever it is that he knows now is just enough to get what he has to get. But if you really let time reveal the individual and see whether or not he really wants you for you, then you'll know whether or not he's pursuing you or trying to conquer you. Number 4, overly aggressive. There's a lot of guys and a lot of women who are overly aggressive. They're overly aggressive in the way that they're trying to push you away from your boundaries. They're trying to push you out of your boundaries, lower your standards, or try to dilute your morals. They're trying to push you so quick into a place where you make choices off of emotions, that you make choices off of a situation or a place where you shouldn't be. That's why a lot of men like to get girls into dark places or get girls to where they're alone, because they know that women are based upon their emotions, and if they're triggered sexually or they're triggered within the right environment, then that man can get exactly what he wants from the girl. But if you say, you know what, I'm not that type of girl, and I want to pace myself, I want to take this slow, then you will see whether or not the individual really wants you for you. Because if you pace yourself and if you take your time, and if he becomes frustrated while you take your time, it just proves that he's just trying to conquer you. We all have to come to a place where we say, you know what, I am valuable. That if you're going to pursue me, you're going to have to pursue me for me. You're not going to pursue me for what you think you're going to get out of me. Today, think to yourself. Ask yourself, are you in a relationship right now where you're being conquered, or you've been conquered? Or think in your life, is this guy actually pursuing me for me? Is he really pursuing me? Is he willing to be patient? Is he really a man of God? Is he really abiding his life to the principles of God? Does he respect you? Or is he trying to get his hands in your goodies? Is he trying to get you into a place where you compromise your relationship with God, you compromise your standards, you take brick by brick off your boundaries, and you have no value? Think to yourself today, because you are beautiful. I don't care what people say about you. You have been wonderfully made, and you deserve to be with a guy who wants you for you. Do not settle for these guys who are only trying to pursue you to conquer you. And fellas, watch out for these girls that's being too forward, too aggressive. These girls who are too desperate. These girls who are trying to get you to compromise your standards, or all of a sudden pursuing you. Fellas, do what you have to do and do it right. If you're going to pursue a woman, make sure that you want to get to know her for who she is, because that's God's daughter. And you don't want God to come after you for you disrespecting his daughter. Thank you so much for watching this video. This video was beneficial to you. Feel free to share. Love you all. Y'all be blessed.
Minister Corey Ray. A lot of my brothers out there, they act like they too gangsters, show love, you know. But ain't nothing more gangster than a love of God between the man and the woman. Let me see how we dropping this. How about a bear hug and a sloppy kiss? ain't a hater who alive put a stop to this. We gon' ride till we die or apocalypse. Fell in love dead broke, now we got some chips. Priorities first, then we cop some whips. I would get you an icy wrist, but you the type who rather invest and watch as our profit flips. Get a return and bounce on some private trips. South Beach played out, I'm thinking way out, more like the Mediterranean.